Hello, friend, and welcome to Daily Treasure, a devotional podcast by Sharon Betters, produced by Mark Inc. Ministries. Today's devotional is It's All About Him. And today's treasure, The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27:1. What is your default system when life comes crashing down? What systems are in place that will act as weight-bearing walls so that life cannot crush you? Early in this series, I suggested that when we are on an unfamiliar pathway, we need guides further along in life's journey who share their experiences as a means of helping us avoid unnecessary potholes. I'm grateful for those ahead of me in their own grief journeys that willingly went back into their own sorrow in order to reach out their hand to help me. Anna is someone God used to remind me that He is sovereign and I can trust Him. Her example encouraged me to choose life when I was tempted to give up. Her love for her God and her passion for serving His people modeled for me the fact that helping others really is a means of helping myself. I wish I could personally thank Anna for choosing a sacrificial life, a life that encourages me to see old age as a platform for continuing to offer the help and hope of Jesus that I have experienced. Brokenness can create a climate of fear, or it can teach us that we have nothing to fear when Jesus holds us tightly in His grip. Who has taught you by their own life that when the Lord is your strength, you have nothing to fear? Have you thanked that person? Take time today to send a text, an email, a real handwritten note, or make a phone call to thank that person for helping turn your heart toward Jesus. How are you passing on that treasure of encouragement to someone coming behind you in life's journey?
Friends, thanks so much for joining us for the Daily Treasure podcast. And as always, we like to introduce you to other resources that are designed to help turn your heart toward Jesus. And one of those is our Help and Hope podcast. You know, Jesus promised that in this world we will have troubles, but don't be afraid, because as He also promises, He has overcome the world. We are so grateful that we can offer to you stories, redemption stories from the Help and Hope podcast that are designed to address some of those troubles that we might experience. These life crises are often difficult to discuss, but friends, they need to be faced as we help one another walk by faith. The Help and Hope podcast includes real-life testimonies of people who have walked through experiences that are hard and they have found their strength in Christ. We tackle such life crises as terminal illness, loss of a child, widowhood, depression, addiction, adoption, and so much more. Our guests include well-known people like Nancy Guthrie, Daryl Strawberry, Ben Fuller, Rosaria Butterfield, Laura Story, Vanitha Reisner, and so many more. But we also offer many stories from people like your neighbor, your friend, your co-workers, people like you, people who quietly persevere, often alone in their struggles, except for the presence of their Lord. Some of our conversations are with counselors and those who offer practical steps for walking by faith when life is hard. I know that these conversations are going to shore up your foundation for those uninvited moments when your faith is challenged. You're going to be encouraged, and we invite you to share these stories with others to help them walk by faith wherever God has placed them. So friends, go to markinc.org, that's markinc.org, click the Help and Hope link, and browse these stories and look for those stories that apply specifically to you. But also check out the ones that don't, because I know that there's someone in your life who's going to need the help and hope that you hear in these conversations. I'm Sharon Betters, and I am so grateful that you have joined us today, and we look forward to being with you tomorrow.